Hello friends, what's going on? Welcome back to this YouTube channel, Football Therapy, with me, your host Jan. I also have the other host with me today, Mia. Hey gang, meow meow meow. She's not going to enjoy that. Yes, welcome back. Look, I want to talk about Chelsea's precarious scenario at the moment, and indeed, Todd Boehly's shocking three-word analysis of Chelsea's game yesterday. Of course, I did do a post-match presser of Chelsea's draw at home against Everton, and I watched Match of the Day to soberly digest and really reflect, do a post-mortem, use like some sort of hindsight diagnosis. And I still feel the same. I still feel Kepa. We're going to talk about Kepa. Koulibaly he'd been playing a while recently. He was stank it up. For me, it's a mentality thing, dude. Like, these players, they need to learn that they can just win games. It's almost like we need to go through this period of just like, yeah, even when you get chemistry together, even when you learn to score together, and indeed defend together at times, you just don't have this core belief, and therefore you're just not very good. It's like the opposite of Arsenal. Arsenal have seemingly cultivated something really, really impressive and important, that it's just this belief they're going to win. And I think that's lacking with Chelsea. We're going to talk about Todd Boehly's comments and indeed what he wants out of this experience of owning Chelsea Football Club. So thank you for joining me today. I'd urge you to drop a like if you want to subscribe to this content. You're welcome. You are all welcome here, lovely, dear, sweet friends. I mean, throughout this video, you'll probably hear my cat attacking things, and I'm going to kick. We can play bingo. How many minutes until I kick the cat out of the office? You decide. So, Todd Boehly was filmed by a fan outside Stamford Bridge after the game yesterday at FATHURYS 216. Filming Todd, asked him how he felt about the game, to which Todd Boehly, Chelsea owner, co-controlling owner, responded, two swear words. I'm not going to say them. The cat went out herself, so I shut the door. Whatever minute that was, you win a prize. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. He said, how can I replace these swear words? Sugar fudging game. Fill in the blanks, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard that already. Usually, this guy has been floating, well, before he wanted to buy Chelsea, or, the representative of him and Clear Lake or whatever, he is the face of Chelsea. Barley does a lot of work as well, but really Todd's the guy. They always knew Todd was going to be the face. He was shaking hands, kissing babies, let's make Chelsea great again. And we beat Leeds, and he was filmed. He said, it's a result. He knew that 1-0 against Leeds was stinky. He was obviously delighted with the Dortmund win, going through to the next round. He was sharing a beer with the Chelsea manager, Graham Potter. And you can imagine, despite there was a bit of an erratic nature of the Leicester performance when we won 3-1, there was goals being scored. And it looked like the fun times was back. We were riding high feel-good chemicals, all of us together. And I was doing the same here on the channel. But it's so weird, because I've chatted to so many different people, and a lot of people thought there was positives, and there was positives in the Everton performance, but there is this psychological failing as a team. And I do want to talk about this, because I want to remind you that Boehly, the new Chelsea owner, is here to win. He's not just spending money, throwing his weight around for a laugh. The scope of the project and the contractually obligated elements of the ownership when sold by our own group, the stadium, the academy, the women's team, and his own hugely astronomical ambitions of buying these satellite clubs, of looking at Serie A clubs and Liga NOS clubs, and, wants to get a club in Brazil and Liga 1, maybe. I think he's looking at Strasbourg at the moment. That will certainly follow that up if it looks like it's going to happen. I didn't want to talk about that too much, even though there was news bubbling and percolating in the background, because, of course, we talk about Chelsea Football Club, and you, man, don't want to hear about other clubs that the ownership's buying, even if in the long term it does benefit us in terms of the way that it cycles back. Bring it all back to you. So, Todd Boehly wants to win. We didn't win yesterday. And that's why he said it was a sugar fudging game. A sugar fudging. I need to lose some weight. That made me think of food. Yes. So, why did we lose that game? I mean, I did do a post-match presser yesterday, but I went on Nini's channel, Blue Lines TV, not too long ago. Great channel. I used to watch it loads, even before I made YouTube. And we discussed, like, the good run of form, the turnaround, of course, prior to the Everton game. And he was asking me about a feel-good, positive story, an unsung hero, if you will. And I shouted out Kepa. I did. It's out there in the ether. It's available on the internet. There's me making a case. And I'll make the case again. I'll tell you why, but then I'll go back on myself. Look, he's got an amazing story arc. We bought him for loads of money. We replaced him. His bird left him. It was hard times. He cracked out. He cracked on in the background, won his place back, looked pretty good, and has had like the best save percentage of his career. But just soft goals, man. Like, is it unfair? I mean, I just Matt Law of the Telegraph published an article today. Like, yeah, man. Like, Kepa's well done, mate. But if you truly have designs to be the best and the ambitions for what the aforementioned sweary Todd Boehly is saying, is Kepa that guy? Well, I've made the decision. Mendy isn't that guy. So is it a whole new guy? A whole new person between the sticks. And no, Gaga Slanina isn't just going to come in and be that guy as like a teenager or whatever. It's tough, man. Like, you know, Koulibaly did a whoopsie. He's going to do those. I don't think he's got the longest of termists. The longest of termists. The longest of termists of futures at Chelsea. I don't. I'm very, you know, I looked at Badia Shield, I looked at Wesley Fofana, and, you know, whatever. If Thiago Silva, and if we want to buy another one, that's great, fair play. But yeah, Koulibaly, even though he's been better, it's just soft as butter. And like, look, we could have scored more goals in that game as well. The thing is, João Felix scored a good goal. Kai Havertz stood up at the penalty. You know, he's getting some stick from Pickford. He gave it back to him. The feelings were good there. And then we concede from a set piece and a last-minute soft goal from that kid who's never scored for Everton before. How do you judge that? Like, I saw, like, you know, people talking about the substitutions. I get it. Like, maybe they're defensive substitutions, defending a 2-1 lead, but you go ahead twice and you go behind twice. So I don't have any issues with defending a lead while we're soft as butter. If that makes sense. When we're really good, go for the jugular. Score. It's almost like when he left Brighton when they're really good. They were like free scoring in the top 4 because they were just confident. They knew what he wanted to do. Everybody happy fun time. La 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 la. We don't have that. The mentality is fragile. The desire to build is there, but because the mentality is fragile, I've got no issue with stinking it up. But you have to be able to stink it up. We need to wash less. We need to wash less so we can stink it up more. We're too clean. We're just a bunch of clean, soft boys. This is freaking weird, man. Look, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. No, I'm gonna transition the page. Okay, all right, we're back. And yeah, this is what the case. So look, man, I wanted to speak about this. Boehly's clearly fuming. He's attending. This dude has got fingers in pies around the world, involvements in so many American sports franchises, yet this dude is watching every single ruddy Chelsea game. Home and away, Todd Boehly will be there. I'll be there to watch you concede a late equalizer to Everton. I'll be there. What am I saying? Yeah, this dude is like really keen to make it work. He's put burpees in all the monies, and he said himself 1,000 times, brothers need to win. This is very much a generic, classic football therapy video where I need to talk to you guys and just tell you how I feel the next day, and then you can reciprocate. It's a day later. Many of you have watched Match of the Day. Many of you would have reviewed the mistakes a little bit more. Many of you will take in a breath. Let's do it together. And then you can analyze accordingly. does Kepa go? Is that the manager's fault? I mean, it's a stinky defensive team. Everton, they do that very well, and I mean that in a complimentary way. We knew if they were gonna score, it's probably off a set piece. I didn't know Koulibaly was gonna get skinned by some like kid. I don't know. Can I blame the gaffer for those things? I just have no energy anymore. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I should make this now I've got holding a microphone, I just feel more inclined to sing all the time. And cheer up, Graham. So, I was going to sing Monty Python, always look on the bright side of life. I realise that's not one for the teenagers, so I shan't. Anyway, look, let me know what you think. It's not a long video, I just wanted to talk about it. Boehly's angry, clearly, but he wants to win. But can we do anything, really, now? And who needs to go? And is it a collective fragile mentality from the wussy boys out there wearing the Chelsea shirt? You decide. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you back here on Football Therapy. Peace, peace, peace.